Now I just want to show you, if you have it in wireless operation, the different parameters you can set. It's not much stuff, but this is a little stuff to know, and I think it's also really important. So if you go here on menu, which I can't at the moment because I have the system active, so I have to power it off. And then I can go to menu, and I can go to general setup. And then there are 4 parameters that I can set up. First of all, I can tell which slave are you. Are you slave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 12? Then I can say, okay, on which channel are you operating? You have channel 1 to 6. Say I want to put this one here to channel 2. I have to press enter. If you go back with back, then it will discard the changes. But to store the changes, you press enter. So if I go here now, you see it's channel 2. Also, if let's go out and here on wireless master, then you're gonna see it says now it's in channel 2. Okay. Let's put it back to channel 1. Enter. Then here we have so the channel is really like physically a different channel, which for the technology for the US and Canada means that it jumps between other frequency sets. So it never stays on just one frequency, it always jumps between 50 different frequencies back and forth, so this helps to prevent that you have distortion on just a single frequency. It always transmits every firing command 3 times on 3 different frequencies, and which hop set you call these subsequently following up frequencies, which hop set you're selecting is actually selected here with a channel. So you really have a physical separation between with these channels. Whether you have the best separation between 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Okay, then network ID. What is a network ID thought to be used for? The network ID is the idea that you just give every single fireworks show that you have its own network ID. So let's say it's the first one you ever do, give it a network ID 01. It's the second one you do, give it 02, and so on and so on and so on. It's very, very important that you give every show you have own network IDs, so you absolutely ensure that they do not overlap, and let's say the master of show A in city A will control the slave in the city B on another show. So that's what the network ID is for, and I would propose to you to just use one number for every show you have. This goes up to 36,000 something, so there's a lot of numbers you can give for that. Then the customer ID. This ID, this is 6 digits and goes up to 9,999. And the customer ID is now to make sure that only your company is capable of controlling the devices. So the customer ID is like unique for each fireworks company. So you just choose the code you like, the code you want, and you keep it kind of secret, and you only use it on your machines. If there's a rental device that you get over to have an, let's say you only own 3 of these and you need in another show 5, and you get 2 by rental, you can of course set your customer ID also on the rental gear or on the gear from another company. That's not any issue, but use one for yourself and make this like your company own ID. And the network ID is the one that is unique to the show. And with the channel, let's say you have in one show, you want to use several channels because you want to fire parallel with two wireless connections. That's what you best do with the channel. Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's all about that. What else do we have on that device? Yeah, I mean, I think that's clear. That's a 3-way splitter, a passive splitter, and it's separately fused. So if you have a problem on one, a short on one, the other 2 stay operational. Then let's see. Of course, this is everything self-explanatory. And here, if you press the lock, that is locking all the keys. So now I can press whatever I want. Nothing will happen until I repress the lock key to release. And last but not least, oh no, sorry, there's something in general settings that I forgot. If you ever just want to put it back on factory settings, you can just do this here in this option. So you find that in general settings below the network ID. Okay, now the very last thing. We go to menu, and there's also the option of making a local check status. If we select that, it tells us to turn this key to the enable position, and then this device allows us to do locally a check status. And now, for example, I find, of course, the FM connected here, and so I can make, let's say this device here stands on a barge. Then I can use the local check status to check what connections do I have, what continuity do I have on my modules. Of course, you don't have a comparison to the script, but still, if you have a list with you, this is a very powerful tool. All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.